friend and sing along. And say we ain't party, but we gon' party with this song all night long. We gon' celebrate until we make it home. Cause we ain't partying too long. But we gon' party, cause we ain't partying. And we ain't partying too long. Feel the vibes after your home. Grab a friend and sing along. And say we ain't partying, but we gon' party all night long.
Like night. Can't see the moon too soon. Can't wait to be in the Coliseum. Girls in Baja's always made me wanna holler. Then after party at the edge before the night was dead. It's been years since my early days of fam, when every day was a party, every night had a plan. You know the whole street hop. Wig and walk, swag surfing to my Millie Rock. Man, when me and my niggas would get a couple of pictures of liquor, take a couple of pictures, nights like this felt like they would never end. Wish we could make those memories again. Remember when we used to get it in at the let out, fucking live pimping till the cops made us get out. You stand in, but when I get the chance to get good drinks, music, and dance, best believe when my quarantine in, I'ma get it in. Cause
we ain't partying too long. Feel the vibe after your home. Grab a friend and sing along. And say we ain't party, but we gon' party to this song.
Boom, 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 and we back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. Take care. Yeah, clap for yourself. Clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves. You made it, baby. You made it. You made it. You made it. You made it. Yo, what you just heard, my man, Betta Musiq with Party in the USA, I guess. I'm not even looking at you guys. How are you guys doing? This is Enigma September. This is episode 157 of the Enigma Sept Hour podcast, brought to you by Freedom Train Radio. Thank you very much for tuning in. Tonight, today, whenever you're listening to this, I got my man's Dennis Hobbs in the building. I'm not gonna fight it anymore. In the building. It's in the building. As if I'm a Senior Hall and it's 1993. It's in the building. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, I show my age. Anyway, man, we got an action-packed show tonight. Yes, sir. Thank you for the audience. Action-packed show tonight. Like I said, I got my guest. What's his name? Dennis. Yeah. I'm Steve Colbert. Or the other guys. What's the guy on NBC everybody hate? I can't think of his name. What is the guy's name on NBC with the curly hair? People got mad because he rubbed Donald Trump's hair and stuff. And they was just like, don't do that. Don't make him look lovable. He got all kind of trouble. I can't even. What's the dude on ABC? Ain't he like Puerto Rican or something? I don't know Steve Colbert because I'm the Daily Show. I'm a Daily Show baby. Like, no, like for real. Like the podcast, I've said this before, but the podcast is low-key based on the Daily Show format. Don't know if you guys ever picked that up yet, but yeah. When I give you this hip-hop news, it's supposed to be satirical. Like I'm trying to be funny, but I guess I'm more Trevor than John. Just doesn't hit the same. Try to grow the black and white pepper beard like Jon Stewart. I don't know if it works. Who knows? Anyway, or he has a new show. Speaking of hip hop news, hey, In other news, put it out there. Wow, and it just showed up on my phone. I have COVID-19 again. Again. No, clap it up again. I have it again. Twice. In 3 weeks. I got the coronavirus. Like literally, if y'all hear that beep because I didn't turn off the alarm on my phone, like literally the results are coming into my phone like, yeah, bro, you sick. Yo, this is crazy. But man, it's not funny. There's people that have passed away from the disease, so I'm not taking it lightly, and I've been taking care of myself. Shouts out to my baby Felicia. She's okay. If you guys are wondering or worrying, she's fine. She's in the clear. It's just me. It's just me. Me and only me. Just on my own. On my own. On my own. Patty, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just I don't know the rest of the words. That's why. Anyway, yeah, man. A couple weeks ago. So not the Royce interview. So I guess when I was interviewing AD, yeah, I was positive then. Cleared up, was negative. So when you saw me outside, we out here with the hashtag. I was in the clear. Everything was fine until last Thursday when I had the sniffles. And I really just thought I had the sniffles. I just like, all right, little sinus. I'm all right, It's not springtime, but my body's always been weird like that. Like I get sick at like the weirdest times. Like the beginning of summer, I get a cold. Like what? Who gets a cold in the middle of summer? This guy. He get colds, ear infections, all kind of crazy stuff. In the wintertime, nothing. I'm outside, 20-degree weather with a t-shirt on. Nothing. Aha. Come May. Anyway, coronavirus. So, yeah, first time around, felt nothing, no symptoms. I was nervous. I was scared. I ain't gonna front, but no symptoms. Boom, shook it off. I'm negative. I'm good. Bro, you get a little sniffle, a little sinus. All right, ain't no pollen around, but I'm cool, whatever. But I decided, safe than sorry, it's 2021. Let me make sure I'm okay. Psych, nope, I'm not. Psych, nope, you're not. Stay positive, E. I am, apparently. I'm staying very positive right now. Jeez. But yeah, man. So it's been pretty chill though. It's been pretty chill. Nothing crazy has happened. Actually, I'm doing a lot better as far as health wise, but I wasn't really ever down like that. What's crazy too, bro? I'm getting real personal. I'm giving you all the HIPAA information, huh? You're violating your HIPAA laws. I'm violating my own HIPAA laws, bro. How? I'm violating my own? Really? Okay. Whatever. But anyway, bro, I have never even had the flu before. That's what's crazy. Never had the flu. Never had a flu game. You never saw me on here I never had a Jordan flu game for the podcast. I never had the flu. The worst I've had was probably severe colds or whatever. I kind of think some years ago, maybe. I don't know, but it was quick. I remember having pains, but I never been like really sick and then having pains at the same time. So I don't think I've had the flu. Bad cold, maybe. Body aches, especially after I turn 30, definitely. But never like just down and out, feeling like I'm gonna die because my nose is running and all that other stuff. Never happened. So, and actually, because of that, I want to say something crazy. I low key understand people that's like, I don't know if I give the vaccine. Y'all sound crazy because the flu versus COVID-19, two different things. Yeah, it's really a fact. Shut up, it's not. So I've never seen anybody shut down a whole country behind the flu. I'm just saying, chill out with all that. But yeah, when they introduced the flu shot, and it was like, yo, you just go to CVS and get a flu shot. I never really tripped on that. I wasn't like, yo, I really need to go get a flu shot. I'm straight. I never had the flu. Man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the skepticism of, you know, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll get it. They made it too fast. Like, I was like, yo, they serving the flu shot in CVS? What the what the hell? What? Not to, you don't go to a doctor to get that? Just CVS, like some condoms or something. But no, I guess so. I have been vaccinated. Yeah, I mean, I am vaccinated, fully vaccinated. Holler at me when they say 40 and 40, the 40 to 65 can go get the booster, because I'm going to be there. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what kept me, because I'm not the healthiest. Matter of fact, let me show you how unhealthy I am. Good cancer water. I'm not the healthiest. There go that advertisement. No more advertising from that Atlanta company. But yeah, like I'm not one of these health gurus. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Gian Jones. Lost that guess. Sorry, Gian. I love you. You're great. I love the Rick Ross joke you just did. But I'm just saying, I'm not her. So, you know, and so yeah, I went and took the vaccine. Boom. I'm straight. I'm straight. And you got those that's just like, how you caught it if you vaccinated? It don't stop you from catching it, bro. You better stay your ass inside if you scared. If you scared, say you scared. But no, I am thankful that my wife really told me, because I think I was kind of like, I get it when I get it. She was like, no, we're gonna get this now. You go to your appointment. Boom. Yeah. So I'm here, and I'm not sure if I wasn't married, probably been kind of slow on the trigger. So thankfully, give Felicia her props. Because she's been holding it down, man. And I really, now I'm gonna get sad. I've been kind of goofy. It was about me, but when I think about others, it really kind of gets to me, because she's had to cut back on things because of this. So it's not all fun and giggles, man. She was prepping to start her food delivery company. Was it Phenomenal? I know you're watching, baby. Just text me. Text me the name of the. But she was doing she basically was going to start her catering business this month, and put on pause because her husband got hit. You know what I'm saying? Photography shoots. Of course, y'all know she does photography photography, and I think she had to give up a shoot because because I have it. She's exposed, and there you go. So there's a downside to it. It's not all fun and games. I am happy. I'm blessed that I'm not feeling any severe symptoms behind it. But yeah, and I had to quarantine for my daughter. I was able to see her for my birthday. Shout out to Felicia and Mackenzie's mom. It was a big surprise. I was not expecting to see my baby on my birthday. I was able to see her, and but that was it. I was supposed to get it this weekend, and I couldn't because I got a quarantine. So don't get it twisted. It's not all fun and games. It's definitely a downside to it. But I am still grateful that I am still here. I'm grateful that I'm healthy. Shouts out to my parents for checking in on me, making sure I'm okay. Same thing for Felicia's parents, my bonus parents for checking in on me. and my my sisters and my bonus sisters and brothers, and my sister and everybody else. I haven't told a lot of people, so if you're learning now, don't feel bad. I haven't told really a bunch of people, and really because man, like ain't gonna front. And if this pertains to you, I love you. And if you know already, if you knew beforehand, because I love you. So when I say this, I'm not taking a shot. But man, yo, I am 41 years old. I know how to take care of myself. It is the craziest thing. You tell somebody, yeah, man, I tested positive. Oh, this is what you should do. You should. First of all, ain't none of y'all had this already. That's what I'm talking about. Second, I'm good. I got me. I know my body. And third of all, I got my wife. She is taking care of me, and I am good to go. So now they have to add that to my docket because that's the majority of the podcast. Me talking about me having the coronavirus twice in a 3 weeks time. Yeah. What about the answer? Yo, I'm not a scientist. Stop asking. Let's get into the real podcast, man. They done found Kelly Price. They found Kelly Price. I told y'all to go find Kelly Price. They went and found Kelly Price. Thankfully. I need to change this out. Coronavirus. Don't think I changed this out since the last time. It's probably here. This is probably where inside this microphone little puff ball is where the coronavirus is hiding. But no, they found Kelly Price. Of course, she had got struck with coronavirus, COVID-19. Was in the hospital, left the hospital, didn't tell her family. They didn't know where she was at. But now they know. She came out. She said she's fine. Apparently, she beefing with one of her sisters, so I guess probably why the family didn't know. I don't know the details behind that. But yeah, she's good. So yeah, just make it kind of turned out just a little bit. Unfortunately, there was a young lady in Orlando. Can't think of her name right now. Unfortunately, she went missing, and they found her, and she wasn't alive. So prayers and peace and prayers to her family. The supposed guilty party unalived himself. So there's that. So got to be thankful. Got Kelly Price. Unfortunately, lost the young lady in Orlando, but there we have it. Oh yeah. R.Kelly is out of here. Mans is gone. It's a wrap. The singer, on my birthday of all days, the singer was convicted of federal racketeering and sex trafficking charges, RICO, for a decades-long scheme of recruiting women and underage girls for sex. Of course, you sicko. Yeah, so he's out of here. Yo, they're not gonna give this man a sentence until April of next year. Or is it May? No, it's like 8 months, bro. They're like, yeah, we're gonna put you on ice for a minute. The feds don't play. That's what it comes down to. The feds do not play at all. You don't want that. Not Murder Inc. Anyway, so yeah, he's gonna be gone. Apparently, there was talks that he may snitch on others. I guess saying that he wasn't the only one, even though the story has been that he was the ringleader in this network of transporting young women, underage girls, through his handlers and assistants and all this other stuff. And I know there's been a call from a lot of people saying that, why aren't his assistants get in trouble? Why aren't the parents of some of these girls? Because I've read articles where the parents would complain about either R. Kelly not making their child famous, or they'll learn about the sexual assaults, and then R. Kelly will basically pay them off for their silence, so they won't go to the police. So a lot of people are saying, "Yo, why aren't those people also, not being arrested?" But I think at least for those that testified, they were granted immunity, so you probably won't see anybody getting charged because the state the state, as far as the federal government, probably had to grant immunity to get those witnesses to come on stage, come on the stand to testify against R. Kelly. So yeah, but I will say this. Let me add this. Let me add a couple things. Let me get on my soapbox just a bit. This too big hat that I really didn't want to wear because I didn't want to make it seem like I was celebrating some team that finally won a game, but it's the only cap I could find in the last minute. So, yeah. But let me say this first. Yeah, I'm really low key on the borderline with the jokes. I think the jokes, the memes, all that stuff, him being in prison, I almost kind of trivialize what he did. And I know the internet is going to internet. I get that. Even I've had jokes, so I can't sit here and point the finger. But let's be mindful of the seriousness of what happened and what transpired, and the victims and how they were hurt through this man's actions. So let's not get that twisted. Let's not get that lost in trying to be the first to get whatever meme out and make people laugh, okay? Because those laughs are coming to the expense of his victims, including one that we celebrate or claim to celebrate to this day, Aaliyah. So for her memory, you may want to cut back just a bit. Just my saying. But I know I can't stop nobody from doing whatever. So, but that makes me go to my second point, to another party who want to, I guess, criticize and look down upon people who are still using R. Kelly's music. Now, granted, I'm definitely surprised that on TikTok people use his vocals, especially the trapped in the closet music, to make TikToks. And not to joke about him, just regularly just using it. Almost unconsciously. Like they don't even think that, this is R. Kelly, the voice I'm using. But please, so anyway, so the people that are like, why y'all listen to R. Kelly and why y'all supporting his music, and I never listen to R. Kelly again, and you shouldn't either. Look, that's a tall task, and people ain't perfect. You can express that. That's cool. But at the end of the day, people that his music, no matter for what reason, it's not necessarily the music. That music is tied to memories, right? So people probably didn't know what he was doing when, they met their wife in a club listening to Bump and Grind. People probably didn't know what was going on when, they did a dance recital to I Believe I Can Fly for their first dance recital. People probably didn't know that what he was doing, what was going on, or the extent of what he was doing when they got married and they danced to Stepping in the Name of Love with their new wife or husband. And even though what he did is despicable, you can't take away those memories from those people and that tie to that song or that music. You can't do it. And you can't force those people to disregard those memories. Even if he did something despicable, it is what it is. So try as you may, And granted, I do think that people should try to at least limit how much they, celebrate him or even his artistry. And I know the ideal of you can't tie in his music with what he did, or you can't tie in his music with what he did because he was singing about what he was doing in the music. That don't matter. What matters is people connecting to that music and why. And if it's a life-changing situation, or maybe not even life-changing, life-defining, whatever, it is what it is. And it's not fair to think that people are going to change that. They can't change the past. They can't change their life experiences because of what he was doing. And yeah, it's tough for the victims, but you got to imagine, your first daddy-daughter dance with your daughter, and I Believe I Can Fly is playing in the background, versus the unfortunately faceless victims of R.Kelly. Which one you think gonna hit harder? And which one you think people gonna choose? They're gonna continue to love I Believe I Can Fly because of that memory. It's not because they're not thinking about the victims. It's just that's their life experience. I listened to Down Low, not recently, but when I used to listen to Down Low, like it took me back to that time when that song came out, 9th grade, and what I was going through at the time. I don't hear Down Low and think, oh, he was having sex with a 13-year-old at the time. No, I'm not thinking that. What the world? And my brain's not wired like that. So trying to dog people because they are still tied to the music, maybe pointless and kind of cruel. It is what it is. Continue to fight for victims of sexual assault. Continue that, but don't waste that energy trying to change something that you can't. That's stupid. People gonna do what they're gonna do. So, yeah, that's that's all I got with that. Social warriors. Screw that, E. It's nasty music. You're right. And don't get twisted. It's not my endorsement to go play R.Kelly music either. Don't. If you can avoid it, please do. But yeah, man. Stop trying to knock everybody down. Who you supposed to be? You God? That's what I thought. Speaking of knocking stuff down, apparently Lil Boosie doing the most. We talking about all the toxicity today. This is a toxic podcast. This podcast is toxic. It's so toxic. The number one record right now is from NBA YoungBoy. That's how toxic this week is. That's a little tidbit of news. Let y'all know what's going on. And I'm breathing hard, not because of COVID, because I'm fat. So if you listen to the podcast, like this nigga struggling to get his air out, it's because I'm fat. It's not because of COVID. I feel kind of nice right now. What happened? Oh yeah, Boosie doing the most. Apparently he was past tense on the Legends of the Streets tour. So if you saw that meme, I didn't know where it came from. If you saw a meme or a video of Little Kim with some too big shoes, and she's doing like this little backward dance, looking like a Oompa Loompa, and I think people even playing the Oompa Loompa song to her step. It's this tour. It's the Legends of Streets tour. But apparently, the first leg of the tour in Atlanta, Boosie got into an altercation, and so they banned him from the. Oh, clearly Felicia is not listening to the podcast. She's going to text me something crazy while I'm trying to explain something. Anyway, apparently he got into a scuffle in Atlanta, and so they have banned him from the tour. So he's crying again. Shut up, Boosie. No, just stop. No, like, Boosie's starting to get on my nerve, bro. Straight up. He get on my nerves. I'm tired. I am tired. He crying about not being on tour, even though people he fighting and stuff. No, you 43 years old. What you fighting? He ain't that old. You look out. I think Boosie younger than me. He's like 38. Anyway, you fighting on tour for, bro? Everybody on this tour is like 40 and over. They ain't got time for that. You got Jeezy on the tour. His wife ain't having that. You have me, my husband on the tour. People fighting. This ain't millennial tour. Hell, millennial tour too old for that. I'm goddamn 35-year-old ass women with 3-4 kids going to the millennial tour trying to relive 2002. Sit y'all ass down. Anyway, yo, yeah, I'm just tired of Boosie crying, man. Crying about that. Man, I'm trying to get my money. Man, go ahead, man. You trying to sell a movie for $200? Man, I'm out here trying to hustle. Really, $200 for a movie? $200? Nah, bro. Nope. Nah, I'm not paying $200 for no goddamn. I got to hook up 3 looking ass movie. Is you crazy? My struggle. Yeah, it's gonna be your struggle trying to get people to buy that shit. What you thought? Thought you were that boy that brought the Wu-Tang album and tried to sell what was it, AIDS pill or some shit for like $10,000 a pop? You know what happened? Fans came and swooped his ass up. That was racketeering or some shit. It was unfair pricing. Something what called the FEC on his ass. Like, what the hell? $200 for a movie? What, in the Blockbuster? And then not only that, again, speaking of toxicity, yeah, Bill Cosby come through and endorse the shit. Man, I see what you. I don't even think that was Bill Cosby. It looked like a bot. It really looked like that was a bot. The way it was written. Shouts out to Nas. But yo, you got the nerve. Not only Bill Cosby endorsing it, but then to shout out Bill Cosby. And then want to be mad. Why Boosie? Why they didn't let Boosie on IG? No, you asking women to pop their pussy on camera for money. What you thought? You think IG gonna go for that? Come on, bro. You pay the man what, $700 to smack him? Let me fix mine so I can look crazy. You gonna pay a man about $700 so you can slap him? Like, bro, you doing the most, and people ain't going for it. Like, granted, ain't gonna front. I was looking at some old commercials. I was looking at old VMAs last night, and what was it, 2005? And they had Jackass, the guys from Jackass on there. That was some. The hell, what were we doing? We really enjoyed that shit, didn't we? We was really laughing at these white boys just doing like the craziest stuff. Like, come on, what happened? Did Wee Man die? I think Wee Man passed away. I was kind of sad they had Wee Man on there. I know another one of them boys passed away, but yo, that we were entertained, weren't we? We thought that was. Man, all right. Look, I'm doing too much because now StreamYard want to act up. What other news we got? Cause we still on the come up. Y'all, I ain't gonna use this. I'm gonna use this one. The Super Bowl, man, finally got it right. They had, man, finally got it right. The Super Bowl has a lineup like no other. First of all, you got Dr. Dre. You got Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, and my other top 5 rapper, Kendrick Lamar. What? Carl Hove. He did it. Anyway, yo, that's gonna be crazy. 2 of my top 5 in one Super Bowl is y'all can't say that. Y'all can't say that to your top 5 in one Super Bowl show. Ain't happening. But anyway, yo, but yeah, man, I'm excited. I would say this though. I'm kind of too little too late because them niggas old as hell, bro. Come on, dog. Them niggas old. Them niggas is old, bro. Like, even Kendrick is like 35. Them boys. Like, I was like, oh, snap. I saw the announcement. I'm like, oh, snap. Yeah, it's going to be dope. And I saw like a video /commercial of Dre and Snoop talking. And they really look like somebody's great granddaddy. And I'm just like, am I really excited about this? Like, because it's going to be bleak the hell out. It's still going to be on CBS. So you already know it's going to... Like, they can't play the next episode. They can't play, say, me and my homies. They can't play, what, me and my homies. I don't get it. Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee. That's all we got. Eminem will carry the show. Him and Mary J. Because everything else is gonna be bleep de bleep de bleep bleep. Like, but what I'm really hoping, because that's just an all-star lineup. That's crazy. But I'm really hoping that they have lighter people, like the lesser knowns, if that makes sense. Even though it really doesn't. So I'm really hoping people like Exhibit. What's my man? Dang, I'm tripping. Matter of fact, everybody TDE, even though I know, matter of fact, I forgot. They kind of split up. So Kendrick probably only gonna have baby Kim on there. Kim. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Probably gonna have him on there. He probably gonna have J-Rock and all them on there, unfortunately. Maybe SZA. That's what I really want to see get shine. The Exhibits, the Scissors, the I don't know, Mary J got a little young protege. The Game, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even 50 Cent. Like, I'm not saying 50 Cent is small, but I'm just saying, like, those is not on the bill. I really want to see who they add. Rush to 5'9". Like, I really hope they add like a lot of people that's not on the bill, and those people get shine. If they do that, if they pull that stunt and pull a lot of other people in, even D12, who knows? That'd be dope. That's what I really anticipate. Anyway, I've gone over my time from my mouth. I'm gonna play this next track, and then I'm gonna bring our guest in, who's in the green room right now. Man, look here. This unauthorized. Y'all get some unauthorized play right now. My man's, I'm not gonna say his name, shot this song to me. He told me I could play it, but I don't know how much permission he got. But we're gonna run it. We're gonna run it because it's dope. And hopefully the artist will recognize that I played it and reach out, and then we'll see what he all about. So I'm gonna screw his name all up because I don't know who he really is. I just know the music is dope. And then we're gonna bring my homie in. So gonna play Ralan. Is it Ralan or Ralan? Ralan. I'm going with Ralan. Ralan Styles featuring Lucio with Angel Dust. And then we'll come back with my man Dennis Hobbs. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby.
Fighting depression, I'm putting all my sorrows in these sessions. Love could be so dangerous. The bond we had, don't think that it was made for us. Hallucinating, girl, you are my angel. I don't wanna die, I don't wanna live or be alive. Tell myself that it'll be alright. I'm staring at the sky. Girl, your love's a drug, you got me feeding. Turned away, left without a reason. Every day you got me smoking, got me drinking. If you try to hurt me, girl, you are succeeding. One day, I hope you listen. One day, we'll beat this mission. I hate you, love you, baby, you are addicted. Okay, touche, baby, you're my addiction. Cause girl, you are my angel, my angel. Cause girl, you are my angel, my angel. Cause girl, you are my angel, my angel. Girl, you are my angel, you're my angel. You're my angel.
All right, boom, boom, and we back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour. What you just heard was Ralan Styles featuring Lucio with Angel Dust. And yeah, so Rap City isn't coming back, just to let y'all know. It's only a special. We got to tell you that last time. Anyway, without further ado, this episode 157, I got my man's Dennis Hobbs in the building.
Yo,
what's up, Playboy?
Not a whole lot. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Oh shoot, you know what? We have to have a t-shirt battle, bro. What that t-shirt looking like? What that t-shirt looking like?
That's my move for the day.
It's like a perm. It's like a perm from TikTok. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. We're going to the outfit. Stand up. You know, horny asses out people's lives.
Yeah.
All right. I think I hold up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the house party reference.
Yeah, shouts out to my man DJ Bush. I forgot what the t-shirt company is. Can't give him an endorsement right now. But yeah, got it off the internets. So yeah. Anyway, those in podcast land, my t-shirt is Doug and Skeeter, one of my favorite cartoons when I was a kid. Styled as house party. So there's that, and then Dennis has Marge Simpson about to uppercut somebody. I've seen that picture before on the internets. So what's going on with you, my boy?
Man, just been, working when I can. Just really been enjoying finally having the project out. Kind of just, getting the love where I can and just going on about my day to day and just still writing from time to time, even now. Just keeping that momentum going.
Yeah, the writing don't stop. Matter of fact, give props. New project, BRIGHTSIDE, is available now. It's available now. Stream it out. Now, of course, I've played a few of the tracks from the project leading up to this interview because Dennis is a smart guy. So he was like, you know what? I'm going to get an interview and I'm going to feed these songs to Enigma. So when I finally come on, I'm not a total stranger. These people have heard my music already, which is genius for all those other artists out there. But I finally actually sat down and listened to the project today, actually. And man, I'll make this comparison for better or for worse. I hope I mean this in good, so I hope you take it in good. You really remind me of Childish Gambino. Not in particular because of the internet Childish Gambino. And I love that album. So yeah, listen to the project. I was really picking up on that vibe. Does that make sense for you, or is it like I've never even listened to this guy before?
No, because I love that album, by the way. Like, I'm a Childish Gambino fan because the internet probably one of my favorite albums of like the 2010s. So it's a real interesting comparison nonetheless, because I enjoy that album start to finish. So that's actually a compliment.
I bet. Because that's the total vibe I got through it. And really in particular, your lyrics. Because it really comes off really unassuming. Like it's almost conversational, but then if you don't, if anyone doesn't pay attention, they may think you just like rhyming for the sake of rhyming or rhyming for riddling. Or hell, not even rhyming. They probably just think this is another. It's a like. Did I pick up his podcast? The podcast or the album? But when you really listen, you're like, oh snap! Like he got bars, but it's not. You don't pronounce it, and that's what's dope about it. Is that if you listen and you'll say something, you're like, oh shoot, he said this with that. that was clever. That was really clever.
Yeah, that's one thing that I was like, one thing that I went into this project with was I just wanted to rap. Like I just wanted to, not put too much thought into everything that was kind of going on, but I just wanted to like really just go and just be like, all right, I can really do this. I've kind of, learned from the previous project that I did, Indecisive, and I was kind of like, okay, I realized how personal that was. And this I wanted to make a little more in the vein of, all right, let me show you what I got. Let me really just get my shit off and just, take from it what you would like.
Yeah, you did that. It was a level of minimalist, if you will. So it's not like it wasn't overbearing. It wasn't a lot going on. So you can kind of focus on what was in front of you, and that what made it dope, And I know for me, especially when I tried to do my last project, years ago, that was actually 5 years ago, this week when I dropped it. But anyway, I was trying to gear for that because I know when I was younger, I would try to eat up everything. You try to just all these intricacies and put all these parts together and this, that, and the third. But later I realized like not having so much and just really kind of minimizing things made things sound better. Now, I want to say probably the Drake effect. I think this man 40 said something like that, like where they take out elements to give this empty space, and then Drake is just able to kind of like ride that wave because there's a lot of emptiness in the sound. And that's the vibe I got from your project, was that it wasn't really overbearing. It was just enough, and that's what made it hit. It hit.
Right. I appreciate that. And that's interesting because before I actually like got over, the anxiety of actually like showing like my music to the world, like I've always recorded music, but at the time I was kind of like, I was on my like chill. Some of the beats were like, over the top, like trip hop, electronic, and I was kind of, going over those beats. Which some of those songs I still think are dope to this day, but it kind of like, with this, I kind of, went a little less, out of the box to an extent, to where it can be easier for me to, like just lay down vocals and be able to just record things without having to like, overanalyze in a sense.
Yeah, I think it was one part where you had a song where you were rapping and you started talking, and it was almost seamless, and I was like, oh shoot, like it's almost like it made me think like you didn't even have an effect on your vocals because you just like pow, 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 pow. And so the other day I was like, oh snap. It was seamless, bro. Now if I'm correct, you also do production and stuff, right?
Well, I don't like produce, but I'm one of those people that like picks beats. Like there was a time where I would like just hop on YouTube and like see what I like, and kind of just like there was a certain group of producers that kind of like did it for me when I was recording stuff. And then I kind of like jumped over to like the beat stars like of the world and things like that. So like that was when I really was like, okay, I want to like do this and not, have like get a letter or email. Let me, support who really like doing this. Also one that I want to point out that I want to, shout out that I know personally, if I may, shout out to Rude Boy, because he did the mixing and the mastering on this project, as well as he produced Too Much Fun.
Okay.
So it was just one of those things where it was just like, it wasn't just me like engineering and putting things together and it not sounding as fluent, but I kind of was like had some assistance which made it easier.
Right. But no, you did that, bro. We give you your flowers. Dope project. Matter of fact, if you're listening now, you're gonna listen to it. I don't know. I'm about to say stay tuned because we're gonna play some music from the joint. Actually, I will say that I will announce this before we get into another topic. You guys gonna get a 3-play, huh? Extended podcast. How about that? So we got 3 pieces of the song instead of 2, of the project instead of 2. So y'all stay tuned for that. Now, my man's it's not only a rapper, it's also got No Static Podcast. He Nori claps. Also part of No Static Podcast. Now, if you guys over in podcast land, if you remember, I had to be almost 2 years ago now, because I was in my old apartment. We had LQ and his bro. They came through to represent No Static Podcast. Again, like over a year and a half ago. But Dennis is also a part of that podcast. How did that come about with you guys?
Well, basically, it kind of like it went in stages. It was stages to it. Like when I first started because we started February 2018, and myself, Coop, and a couple of other people were.
Okay, go ahead.
Now I was just saying, myself, Coop, and a couple of other people, we were working. We all worked the same job. And me being inspired by certain podcasts like the Joe Budden podcast, like Gaming Illuminati, like all of these different like podcasts that just have like different topics. And with music being important to me, I wanted to kind of put something together. I was like, me, myself, Coop, and a couple of other coworkers, we kind of like, this was before we had like a solid set of people. So it was just all of us, we like got together, we met at one of their apartments, and this is when we were like on video. And Jordan, shout out to Jordan, he was the one that had the camera and he provided us the place to like record like 20 episodes, and they're still on YouTube to this day. However, life happened and some people couldn't really make it anymore, but that's when Cool brought LQ into the picture, and he was on, regularly, and we wanted him to be on more regularly because we felt like it was one of those things where the dynamic was there,
right?
And we in January 2019, that was when I kind of was like, okay, instead of just having all of these people different people show up every week, let me get like a set crew. So myself, it was Coop, it was LQ, and it was our other, it was also Miles. Shout out to Miles. And then somewhere down the line, that's when Trap Zoo showed up, who was also, on that episode of on your podcast. And from there, we kind of just went straight audio. It felt seamless. Wasn't much, editing that had to take place, and we just been, going ever since. And yeah, that's definitely one of the things that I still to this day enjoy doing every week because it's so therapeutic.
Yeah, man, you guys do a good job at it. Definitely dope energy. Now, I guess to let my podcast listeners know, I don't catch every episode. So if you guys don't catch every episode of my podcast, I get it. But yo, like I probably out of a lot of podcasts, like I probably listen to y'all the most regularly, like for real, for real. And I just like y'all energy, bro. Y'all funny, insightful. That's about it. Y'all funny and insightful. Y'all and so shoot, yo, I say this. I don't know what it was, but you like a podcast when you got to turn it off because you got to argue with the host in your head. Like, hold up, I know damn well Dennis to say.
Listen, that's the best kind of podcast it is.
Right. Like you guys have done that. Well, I've been listening. I'm like, these niggas tripping. No. I know. No, that's not what happened. But for the most part, y'all on point. And even like I said, even if, it's not even if y'all say something I don't like, it may just be like, well, wait, that didn't go that way. But it just shows that it's engaging. That you listen to it like, oh, okay, whatever. And man, so yeah, just know it's not just a brotherhood. I really do enjoy you guys' podcast and the work that you guys do. And just keep it up. Also, speaking of podcasts, shouts out to my man S. Marshall. You know what I'm saying? He on the YouTube, whatever. Put his stuff up. I'm tripping. What did he say? He said, peace and love. Yes, artists should invest in producer help. So yeah, definitely those artists out there. If you got a producer, stick with them. I'm old school like that. I'm one of the ones that I think if you're an artist, you should definitely try to stick to like a main producer, even if you do kind of step out. But I just think some of the dopest albums when you got one artist, one producer, and they just knock it out. Look at Nas with what's the joint? King's Disease. You know what I'm saying? He got with what's the producer?
Hit Boy.
I did it on purpose. I really wanted Dennis to do the whole. I'm trying to get that energy. Anyway, but yeah, you got with Hit Boy, and that's why the project worked. Both of them, King's Disease 1 and 2, is because it's just one artist, one producer, knock it out. Who said this? Somebody said, "Can't see your face, Enigma Sept. You ordered that Yo Ash is Dope tee. Is that the Doug House Party shirt?" Yes, I'm pretty sure that is my man's DJ Bush. But yeah, that's what it is. Yo Ash is Dope. So y'all go and check that out. That's what t-shirt. And somebody said Run the Jewels. It's a good example, I guess, of just having one producer, one rapper. I guess they both, LP is the producer, and then they both rap. But anyway, this is what we're going to do. Since y'all was trying to engage, we're going to go to the music and see what my man Dennis can do. And then we're going to come back and see if he can speak Spanish for real. So, what we got in the I did my research. We're going to see what we got in the document. So, I'm going to hit y'all with this Narnia. I'm sorry, I'm not a 90s baby, so I don't know what Narnia is. Hit y'all with this Narnia. And it is half court. And then we'll go right back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
Yeah. You know, people, man, they might hear this and think that I'm mad, but in reality, I'm not mad. I'm literally having a good ass time. So I just wanted to make that known. Anyways. And ripping and running like a chicken with its head cut off. My normal sandwiches with the crust of the bread cut off. Like a come at you faster than a scammer when his bread cut off. I'm just trying to stay afloat and keep it from being a mess, that's all.
Weekly therapy sessions went from once a month to not at all. One takeaway I'm proud of is that I know how to call. Never again do I want to part like I got it all. Once prided myself on doing it big, but just not as tall. I'm on the road, though. Sometimes things are best done dolo. Got a multitude of blows, I can keep the whole building precious like rose gold. Put it down for a minute, but now I'm here. And I ain't releasing chokeholds. Heard what everyone else was saying. I thought y'all was playing like, oh no. And the rest of them come through gassing it like the shit is for show though. When in reality, they just assing it like US Polo. But I mean, it cost that's the nothing but some pretty fucking promo. Please don't get offended, it's all jokes. Big deal ever since I've been rapping about big bills. I've been on this shit, had to get real in the field just for me to get to where I wanted. Learn sacrifices good for life. So if I want to smile, then I got upon it clarification. I need material things like plays out in the weirdest of ways. I thrive on doing the impossible. You notice the shit every time life has different plans of mine. Even when you in the mindset of I'ma handle mine, ready to express, but when you sit down, expanding mine. Learning that I unplugged less than I should have the time. Had to realize that I wouldn't get it right on every line. Remember how pleasant scraping up change was when I didn't have a dime. It was never luxury, but I knew that I could grab some prize. Simple at times, but now they out of sight and out of mind. Even sometimes I think I should probably go back to when this thing called rapping was just a hobby, and it is, but it's different when more people are listening, and now you on the fence if they want to hear about IT. But what I really enjoy, if I compromise my silence, stuff between one and the network and not bothering nobody. It's like you gotta have friends in this category to get it. Even without spending money outside is expensive. Crazy when you're trying to figure out your place. But who would I be if I didn't raise the stakes? It's like I grade myself on this campus more than blackboard, but it's normal to feel like you shoot from half court. I'm just trying to stay up.
Roll credits. Yo, boom, boom, boom. We back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour. What you just heard was Narnia and Half Court by my man Dennis Hobbs off his new project, The Bright Side. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why you had to flex on us like that, bro? Why you just my man said what you just said? I can't now. I can't remember my own lyrics. I don't know why I'm gonna think I don't remember anybody else's lyrics. But yeah, them keys on half court. That shit came through. That shit was hidden. That was half court maybe my shit. Is it half court? Hold up. No, let me tell you what's my favorite song. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let people in podcasts know. What is my favorite song on the project? Yeah, look it up first. Man, and you just made Meek Mill sound whack because I didn't want to listen to it after. I tried to listen to the Meek Mill project. I was like, man, I want to hear this shit. I'm gonna listen to my dog Dennis Hobbs again, man. What y'all talking about? Which is it? Shoot, you know what? You already brought it up. I think it was Too Much Fun. I think Too Much Fun is my favorite joint.
Word.
Too Much Fun and Half Court. I think those are my two favorite joints on the project. It was an easy listen. So those out there, when you get to listening to it, just sit back and vibe. Now, speaking of, where can the people find it? Like, if they want the get to the music, how can they get to it?
Oh yeah, it's everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music. Just type in Dennis Hobbs. BRIGHTSIDE. It's all one word. Tidal. Anywhere where you can pretty much like listen to music. Even on YouTube, it's there.
And what's the science behind the title BRIGHTSIDE?
I think I just wanted to, like after coming off of the previous project, Indecisive, I just wanted to really just like talk about, kind of get into more of just how Brightside is more so, and I think I said this on the album too. It's just like you gotta go through the darkness to see the bright side. So like it's just about, you know, seeing the bright side of life and being on the bright side of life. And I think that right there is just an example of that. And while, you know, everything isn't perfect, is, you know, an improvement over, you know, what was. So I think that's just really what I wanted to like tap into and kind of talk about on that.
All right, no doubt. I told you, man. This Childish Gambino. It'd be subtle, intelligent shit. It'd be enigmatic. Oh, enigmatic. Ah. No, like hold up. It's COVID-19 is trying to kick my butt now. Yeah, I really got COVID-19 right now. So,
oh man.
It said, "Hey, bro, you're using your throat for an hour, my boy. Sit your ass down somewhere. We ain't going nowhere yet." No, but I know for me, like with my music, I don't know if it's the same for you. It seemed like it, so I'm gonna put this out here. That with I try to have subtle like clues in my music. Kind of like I don't try to like, hit people over the head with stuff. It's kind of like, yo, I want you to listen to it and then unassumingly and then come back and hit you later. Which is the basis of like why I picked the name Enigma, you know, because I want my music to be a riddle. I want something you can kind of figure it out. I picked that up with your music. Is that the same? That you just trying to put it out there and just hope for people to pick up on what you're trying to, the little nuggets that you're trying to put out?
Definitely. Yeah. Like I'm not the biggest fan of like just, you know, because there's certain songs like where I'll just like title it something and then kind of not say it. But at the same time, I do have those other songs where I'm just like, okay, you're gonna see that this song is titled this, but you're probably not gonna get it until after the fact. Just because I want it to be, you know, open for interpretation. Then once we get there, we'll get there.
Right. Yeah, we're in the same boat. We're in the same boat, which is why I enjoy it. Oddly enough, like the project also had pretty much, I want to say, a boom bap feel, and that kind of threw me off. Like I enjoyed it, of course, because I'm an old ass man, but we like boom bap. But I don't know why I thought it was going to be more trap sounding. And then while I listened to it, I'm like, oh snap, we can play this at an Underground Railroad. Like this.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Like I was like, because when I was kind of like recording it and kind of going through like the track list, I was like, when I think of like, for example, Half Court, and that's probably why I like sent that through, because I was like, yeah, Sept gonna fuck with this, or like just because I just know kind of, you know, like after listening to the podcast and kind of just knowing like the direction that it's in, you know, I knew that would be like one of the ones.
Yeah. Let's see, again, artists, if you're going to be on a podcast, you may want to check it out beforehand so you know what the vibes is. And also, too, let me give y'all flowers. Thank you for being one of the few podcasts that actually have me on. You know what I mean? Actually invited me. I forgot what episode that was, but it was pretty dope. And oddly enough, I remember I went and we recorded the joint, and my wife was like, I think she was kind of like, "Did you wear your mask the whole time?" I don't think I did, but but nothing happened. And then now I catch COVID-19 twice in 3 weeks. Like, who knows? Things happen. You know?
It's crazy.
Like, yeah. It really is. It really is. So what else we got? I will ask about your whack ass school, since they just want to. Let me. Matter of fact, let me turn this hat around. Screw it. It's been bothering me. Whack ass school, man. Man, speaking of whack ass school, we're gonna get up out of here. Well, not speaking of non-whack ass school, how about that? I'm on the other side of the railroad tracks. Happy birthday to FAMU. I'm gonna do that. Clearly, I got love for Florida State people. I got this cap on, so relax. But I had to just bring it up because I did my research. I saw you in cap and gown back in 2018. I was like, look at my man's. All right. I'm gonna talk shit about Florida State because at least the football team look crazy right now.
Nah, for real.
Like, can I have my turn? Can I have my turn? I know how to win over here.
Yo, last night shocked me.
I was I told my man JC, I was like, Florida State got one in the possible. And Syracuse was that possible. I said they may beat Syracuse, they'll definitely beat UMass, and I was like, the only possible other win will probably be Boston College, and that's looking less and less like a possibility. I think Boston College is like number 2 in the ACC right now. So everybody else, I think JC even said he think Florida State may get Clemson. I'm like, shit. That boy mad because they don't lost 2 games.
Yeah.
Nah, he still remember when
James
James
hopes up about that one.
Yeah, no. That's gonna be a 62-3 game. Just because that boy's gonna be like, you know what? Y'all still Florida State. Oh, look who Speaking of the devil. JC said, peace, what's up, fellas? And he said, maybe they'll win the rest of their games. It's not happening though. Boy, it's trash. They almost lost that game. That's my perfect timing. No, it was perfect time. I was talking about you earlier, but you'll be all right. Anyway, speaking of bleak futures, what do you have planned for the rest of this year in 2022 as far as the music goes, man?
Just continuing and I'm kind of in that early stage where I'm just like writing for the next project and kind of just seeing like where I want to take it. So it's in its beginning stages right now, but from there I'm definitely planning on like getting that rolled out because I don't want to get to a stopping point.
Right.
So it's definitely gonna be more to come.
Okay, bet it up. I'm excited. Pause. About what you got coming. Pause again. Just keep it up, bro. Pause. And God dang, Lil Nas X. Wrap it up. But no, just keep doing what you're doing, bro. I'm enjoying the music. JC, since you're watching, go ahead, holler at my man's. His name is his name. Yo! That's the name of your next album, bro. His name is his name. That's it. Oh, you think I'm playing? That's the name of your next album. His name is his name. That's it. Like, who is Dennis Hobbs? His name is his name. It's the name of the album. Speaking of because so early on, I keep bringing this back to myself, but I may be a bit of a narcissist because I named the show after me. But early on, when I first started rapping, I would go by my government name. Until I realized they had way too many syllables, and that didn't work. So I came up with E-Class, and then E-Class became Enigma September. What was the method or the purpose behind just using your regular name versus creating a screen name or a stage name?
I think like every name that I came up with in my mind, like when I was younger, it just nothing stuck. So I was just like, okay, you know what? Let me keep it as is. You know, it's its own thing. It's not like, you know, it's one of them names you want to like pick out of a lineup, but I just wanted to kind of like keep it, just kind of, you know, just keep it where it was.
Right. Or like a phone book, my old ass. Everybody born after 1996, like a phone book. What?
Right.
What is that? Man, shouts out my man Joe, who said, yo. Thank you guys for showing up. Yo, before we get up out of here, and I feel really bad because I didn't make a banner for the YouTube. But if you can give the people your info, especially JC, holla at my man. He got the type of music we want to play on the Underground Railroad coronavirus. So holla at my boy for real. But if you can go ahead and give the people your info so they can get in contact with you.
Okay, cool. Instagram and Twitter is LikeTheMenace. Like the Menace. So it's just like, and how I came up with that was just like Dennis Like the Menace, and so that's the IG and the Twitter.
All right, boom. There you got it. Like the Menace. His name is Dennis, not like the dentist, because we about to end this. I would end you, befriend you, and then put a dent in you like super. Let me stop. Anyway. Yo, JC said, what's your email, bro?
Oh, yeah, I got you. I'll send that.
Okay. Well, he'll send it, and then I got your email. I'm tripping. I'll give it to him.
Bet.
All right. So we're gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate you doing this, bro. Oddly enough, I'm really kind of surprised we even ended this early. Maybe I didn't stretch it out enough. I'd be kind of afraid with other podcasters because, yeah, we'd be sitting there for like 2 hours trying to podcast. So one
more thing I do want to say before we get out of here. Also, one thing that I didn't mention, you know, as it pertains to the podcast, shout out to Hater Bear Media, which is the conglomerate that we're currently signed to. They host a bunch of podcasts, you know, shout out Jax. They have like,
hey, whoa. Y'all signed?
Yeah.
Break that down, Playboy.
Yeah, we're coming up on a year, you know, signed to Hater Bear Media. It was around a few days, it'll probably be the 1 year anniversary with them. They have different podcasts such as Bruh Listen Podcast. They got another one they launched called Tough Love Podcast. They got Hood Science. And where we fit in is like we're, as LQ would call it, a blurred podcast, like a black nerd podcast. We just like talk about different things. Like we'll talk about music 1 minute and then we'll talk about like something random, crazy fact that like happened, you know, after the fact. So definitely big shout out to LQ for, you know, getting that connection going as well, because he played a big part in that. So
my dog. Yeah, Nori claps. Yeah, Nori claps, man. I gotta make a confession. I kind of dropped Joe for Nori. So if it's I don't think I listened to Joe Budden podcast in like 5 months. Like, dang. Like, I lost all the flavor.
I feel you. I like Drink Champs. I listen to like definitely those like other parts. Drink Champs, Big Facts podcast. Like,
yeah, I think the Big Facts joint. I listened to the T.I. joint and one other. And that's how I wasn't even a podcast. It was a YouTube joint. I think they out of Atlanta too. It's called Off the Porch.
Yeah.
They had some interesting like interviews on there. So, yo, just to let it be known, man. Like I'm down with supporting any and all podcasts out there. I'm pretty sure it's the same with Dennis and the boys over at No Static. So y'all make sure artists. Let me say this. We'll get up out of here. Make sure you get at my boy again. I don't know how often y'all may play music, but still, just that whole connection. Y'all make sure y'all connect with them at that podcast, and you know what I'm saying, they'll look out or whatever. And vice versa. You know what I mean? If you vibing with them, I got you. You know what I'm saying? If they send somebody over to me, like I'm fuck with it because I trust my boys over there. So big up the No Static Podcast, big up the Dennis Hobbs, man. Y'all go make sure to check out the Bright Side, available now, all streaming apps. We're gonna end this with one more track, and then we're gonna get up out y'all hair. Matter of fact, we're gonna play the song and then we're just gonna disappear. So that's what's gonna happen. So this is TBT to be a throwback Thursday. Anyway, TBT. I don't know what I'm about to say to be announced. TBT, and then we're gonna get up out of here. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
Didn't know that it had been so long. Too many habits so strong. Felt like a glass of Patron with no chaser. And it's crazy how the thoughts just swirl on. Sorta like I went long, but it's really never known. Whenever the bomb I hit you, reflections like CBT. Reminds me of a big back TV. Reminds me of back when this was MC. But really, it's like, look at how life be doing me. How unbelievable shit gets out of hand whenever they ain't believing you or be believing in you. The transparency you see right through is like putting your heads on one best.